Hi, welcome to our YouTube layout hop with the theme of summer. For my layout, I am using the paper packet from close to my heart called Lucy. It's a really old packet from like 2012. I'm trying to get rid of my stash, and this is one of the layouts that I'm using. I really like the paper in it. It's very girly paper. It has grays and pinks and greens and just really pretty. This pink one that you can see there, it has like pink with almost a white lace look over the top of it. The one I'm putting down though, the one I chose for this spot, has really pretty flowers and crowns. It's very girly. This green one here is probably one of my least favorite papers, but I needed like an accent color that would read as a solid. So it has, I can't remember what's on the other side of it. Oh, it has kind of an orange with flowers on the other side, but I had chosen to use the green. Okay, this, I took a strip of that pink that I really liked, and I cut it down for the bottom. I have 3 photos, and in these photos, I'm fishing, and I do have a pink shirt on. So that's why I chose to go with this paper packet and use the pink. I had put this on crooked, and once I put that pink one on, you could really tell, so I had to fix that. So I do leave a strip of gray at the top. That's gray cardstock in the background, and it came in the kit also. See, there you can see the orange on the back, and that's really pretty too, but I just felt like the green kind of went with it better for what I was doing anyway. I wanted to rough up the edges, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do that, and I actually had wanted to do it before I put it on and forgot, but that's all right. I went through and bent it up, ripped it, put some parts up, some parts down, and left it at that. And I only do the top and the bottom because I will have photos laying over the top of this side, so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to let you all know that there will be a prize for one winner. All people are welcome because it will be an e-card to a Crafty online store. So shipping doesn't matter. Christine Rodriguez is personally sponsoring this one. In order to be chosen, you just have to subscribe to each of the channels in the hop, as well as leave a comment on each video. Okay, back to the layout. Here I am roughing up the bottom and top edge of the flowered piece and continuing to just kind of bend and manipulate the green one. I do not bend up or tear the pink strip. That's where my title will go. So I decided just to leave that as it is. As I made this layout, my daughter was sitting with me. It was kind of fun to just bounce ideas off of her and just chit chat and gossip, you know, that sort of thing. These are 4x6 photos, so when they're laid side by side, they do reach across the entire layout. In this layout, I'll explain more later, but I'm out fishing on Pelican Lake. That's in Utah, and it has really good fishing. But I was fishing with my husband, and he snapped these pictures of me. And I turn and I actually give him a dirty look. I was telling him where I wanted to go fishing, and then I turn and I kind of give him a funny look, and that's what these photos, they're kind of showing a progression of me turning and looking at him. And the title that I pick kind of plays off of the funky face that I'm pulling. So I decided not to trim the photos down at all because I just wanted them side by side and take up the whole space. And this is going along with the summer theme that we've picked for our layouts. This here is a printed piece of paper. It's on kind of a cream colored paper, but I needed to just trim a little bit off. So I grabbed my trimmer and I cut, I'm not even sure, probably 1/2 inch off. And I really should have only taken 1/4 inch. So even as I'm watching this, I'm ready to yell at myself going, no, 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 don't do it. But that's okay. I did it. And it still peeks out just a tiny bit from the pink, but it's enough. It's all right. I decided I could have cut a new piece and used that somewhere else, but no, I decided not to worry about that. I don't know if you guys can hear. I've got my boys out on dirt bikes, so every once in a while I hear them get close to my window. So anyway, I apologize for that if they do. And since I forgot to lay it down before I put my pink down, this is how I'm doing it. It's alright, it works out. Okay, so this kit came with rub-ons, and I was a little worried because these rub-ons are from 2012. I thought they will probably not work at all. They, you know how they get, but they were perfect. They worked great, and they had glitter in them, so you rubbed them on, you could see sparkles, and there was also a texture to them, which was really cool. Where there was color layered on top of other color, it actually kind of popped out just a tiny bit. It was neat. I was very happy with these. Now, when I was looking for my title, I found the title that says "Love This Smile," and I said, well, I absolutely couldn't use that. And my daughter's like, why not? You know, they would make it funny. So we went ahead and went with "Love This Smile" because I am pulling kind of a crazy face. And then I put smile inside of quotations, so that we can show that, yes, I'm just joking. It's not, I'm not smiling. And these rubbed on really well. I think the only place I messed up is right here on the S. And a chunk of it came up with my paper. It's all right though. I laid it right back down, rubbed it on, and it was fine. And here's where I just decided to do like a step down title. And I actually really liked it once I got everything done. And within that title, it's gray. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it has glitter in it, so it is sparkly. And I thought it had a fun font too. I thought for a moment about putting the crown on the page somewhere. I was so awkward cutting it out that I went ahead and took the crown too, because I don't know why, but getting my hand into the little space I needed to cut that out was just so awkward. Here's where I'm putting the quotation marks on, so I'm showing, yes, I know I'm not smiling. I'm looking through the rub-ons just to see if there's something else that I can add. And there are a lot of cute things in this, but it doesn't really go well with what I'm doing. Fishing, it doesn't have anything to do with boating, but we are outdoors and lots of bugs. I decided to go ahead and put some butterflies here and there and a little bit of everywhere. They rubbed on really easy. I did pull them off extra slow just to make sure that I didn't bring it up with me, but each one of them worked really well. And I tried to put each one on a contrasting color, so I put the pink on the green. Down here in the corner, I'm putting a green one on pink. And right above smile, I'm going to put a yellow one, so there's yellow on pink. The next butterfly that I put on there, excuse me, is a pink and yellow one, and I did put it down on top of pink, but it's okay. It showed up well enough that it didn't, you know, the pink didn't blend in. Up on the top, I'm putting in green and yellow, and I kind of fought this for a second, trying to figure out how to get it to lay flat so I could rub it on, and then realized, duh, Jennifer, just cut it off. And that sure simplified things. So it's kind of looking like it's flying out from behind the paper. There, besides butterflies, there are also dragonflies, and they're really cute. They just kind of have like a squiggly body, and I decided to put one right here near where I'm fishing, because there's never a trip out to the lake that you don't find bugs like that. Right there, I am placing a tiny pink, and I think it's kind of pink and yellow butterfly. And I accidentally got just a smidge of the next butterfly on there. So I needed to remove it, but it seemed like no matter what I did, I was just kind of rubbing it around instead. And I even scratched at it. I tried dampening my finger and wiping it, and it just kind of got worse. But after I filmed, I sat down and I just used more patience, and I used my kind of a stickum remover. Anyway, that first tool that you saw me use, I used that, and it came right up. It looks really good now. You can't even tell that there was a problem there. Here I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I'd like to stick on. There are some really beautiful flowers, but I kind of felt like with the flowered paper in the background and the butterflies scattered here and there, that maybe the flowers would be too much. So, and I didn't want to put any more with words on there. I do have my title, and I will be writing my journaling on there. Here I have just some bitty sparkles from Close to My Heart that came in the kit. Well, they don't come in the kit, you buy them separate. But I used my poker tool to lift the bitty brads, or not brads, sorry, the sparkles off of their page. They're pre-adhesive, whatever. Oh my goodness, I can't even think. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can just lift them off the sheet and stick them here and there. I put them on the dot of each eye, and then I stuck one in the middle of the O. I almost stuck it in the middle of the O. I thought that might be inappropriate. Moved it to the top of the O just to add some sparkle to love. Then I take one and place it in the center of each butterfly, and in the covering the head of the dragonfly. And I was really kind of struggling getting my fingers to work to move the teeny tiny dots, but with a little bit of struggle, I got it done. All right, that's finally done. There I'm pointing out where I'll be putting my journaling, but I don't sit down to do that until after. And actually, even after putting my journaling, I didn't like it. So I do think I'm going to go back, find a tag or something to go over the top of it, or maybe even just stick another piece of paper over it and rewrite my journaling, just because I thought of something else to add and added it in awkwardly. Anyway, please subscribe if you are not. Hit the bell so you can get notifications. A thumbs up would be awesome, and I hope I see you again. Thanks. Bye.